drills are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's complete to Bell over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So the completion. Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
his game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. Look at this Browns defense. Well, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around it. Number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 1st down, Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Ty Davis-Price, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on the first round. I'm trying to do better here. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now 3rd down and very long. Ritter back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 54 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here we go. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Browns getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Back to throw, Ritter. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Ritter to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be
taken down, sacked back at the 2. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And Ballerz on to punt as he gets it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 27 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, on is Corey Ballerz to punt. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Jones. The Bears now ready to take over again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go, son. Here we go, son. La pelota, quítensela. One stop.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Ritter. He'll get this to Bell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
You're trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to it. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking deep here for Mooney. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Ritter. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play there for Chicago. 65 yards. Davis Price trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Davis Price again, and this time he'll get in. Touchdown Bears. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Third and long now, Ritter. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now,
and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Buried by multiple multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the option left is Fields. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Shoves him away. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role. Really chewing up yardage and getting the points with his legs. Simply put.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. On play action, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott, 35 yards. And the Bears extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution.
The ball comes out, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now it's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ritter now on second down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Fields now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On second down, Ritter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's good for the Browns. First down.
On first down, Ritter. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all